Hello, darlings. Can you guys hear me?
Can you recommend an Airbnb in Amsterdam?
What? Is that where you are? No.
But I'm going there.
Are you?
Yes, I'm going to Croatia in July.
Oh, that's right. I'm so excited for you.
I'm going to go for 2 days in Amsterdam. But,
oh my gosh. Oh, can I recommend one?
Yeah.
No, I can't. We were in Amsterdam for like 9 hours or something.
Oh.
We went to a coffee shop, smoked a joint, and left, basically.
I swear to God, pot's got to be like chocolate there or something,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, pretty much. But Croatia, Amy, you're gonna die. It's so amazing. It's like
I'm excited. Dean, who runs the restaurant behind my house, he put us in touch with this guy that hosted Anthony Bourdain.
Oh my God.
I know.
Yeah.
And so I've been talking to his wife, so I made reservations and she's already upgraded me.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
God. So
I know. I'm so excited.
like, okay. Yeah, it's amazing. Like I've been quite a bit of places in the world, and Croatia is one of the most magical.
I'm excited. We're going to Pog.
Pog? I don't know that place.
One of the islands.
Oh, it's an island?
You know how they have like little islands?
Yeah, they do. Tons of them. We went to a bunch of them. So you're going to Amy's going to Croatia, honey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When are you going?
We're going July 23rd through August 6th. It's for my 60th birthday.
Oh, you'll love it.
That's awesome.
I'm excited. Yeah, I just want to plan again. You know, it was the year of not planning or the year of cancellations. Like every single concert and theater ticket got canceled, you know?
God,
Not to mention trips.
So sick of it.
Yeah, I was going to see Chicago, man. I was going to see Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got my first vaccination a couple of days ago, and then I'm like, so I did the same thing, Amy. I got online and started planning and maybe go like to Budapest, Vienna, Prague, and then continue up. I'm going to do that, and I'm thinking like in June too, because by then, we should be able. Well, as soon as I get my after the 30th, I'm good to go. I should be able to be let into just about anywhere.
Well, the only thing is that so I was going to do the walk, the Spain El Camino. But Spain's not opening until August, and I need to do it in June. So I pushed that back to next year. But I'm doing Croatia this year because I need to do something.
We feel you. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Katie. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, nice to see you all.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Preston, are you going to put your flowers up in the restaurant?
Now that they're kind of going again, maybe so. I need to paint more because I've ended up selling so many just direct. Do you know what I mean? The people just started to just go, hey, we don't see them in the restaurant anymore. So these are actually the only ones I have left right now. I need and usually you sell, you have to get at least 15 to 20, for like a few months, 3 months usually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I sold 2 just the other day. Some guy was, had his wife's birthday and wanted to get 2. So I was like, fine. Money.
Yeah.
money.
You can get it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey.
Yay.
Hey, Katie.
Scott Frost, I haven't seen you in a minute. So happy you're here.
Been a while. Good to be here.
Have you been in Teasdale? Are you in Teasdale?
No, I'm in Salt Lake.
You're in Salt Lake. Is it Teasdale or Torrey? You have your place in Torrey.
Torrey.
Okay. But you're in Salt Lake now. Oh my goodness. So many of you. Thank you for coming. It's just me. I hope you're okay with that. Did you guys all get my playlist?
Yes.
I guess we'll have to. Did you get the playlist if you want it?
Yep.
Okay.
Really good playlist, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Wendy. Okay, any special requests for class or anything? Do it.
Maybe some neck stretches.
Some neck stuff? Okay, definitely can do that. Anybody else? Keisha, are you unmuting yourself to say something? Okay, all right, let's just do it then. I'm gonna mute you guys. And you can leave your video on or turn it off, whatever you prefer. And let's just start in a comfortable seat. So if you want to use my music, then or your music, then you can turn it on at any time. So take a moment to just settle into your seat. So I always like to kind of move around a little bit before finding stillness, just kind of feeling into what feels tight, what feels stiff, and then what actually might feel really good. Eventually, just find stillness in your seat. And you're more than welcome, you guys, to sit up on top of a block or a pillow or a bolster if that feels better for you. So take just these first few moments to bring in what makes this our yoga practice. So to bring in mindfulness, awareness, a connection to our breath, and then a deeper connection to your body and what's going on inside of you. Start to notice not just physical sensation, but also notice energetic sensation, emotions that might be present. Where do you feel them on the inside? So you don't even have to label anything or define anything, but just feel what's there. Next time you breathe in, take your inhale all the way down the length of your spine, the length of your torso. So all the way down into your low belly, hold. And then big open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. Sit up taller, take up more space, hold in fullness. So feel this prana, this life force energy inside of you. When you're ready, big, huge sigh, release. Last time. So biggest inhale you've taken all day, maybe all week long. Hold in fullness. Any heaviness you feel like you're holding inside, big exhale and just let it go. Allow your body to soften. All right, seal your lips now and start to bring in Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose with a gentle constriction in the back of your throat. And all of you are pretty familiar with this breath, so it probably doesn't take too long to find it. So as you are ready with your Ujjayi breath, just start to take some intuitive movement. So you can stay in a seat for as long as you'd like, just moving and exploring from your seat. When you are ready, eventually we'll all come onto our hands and our knees. So tabletop position, and same thing, just intuitive, unstructured movement. No rush getting here. Take your time, and I would really suggest closing your eyes, at least for this part. So let go of what you look like. Even if you have a mirror at your house, don't look at yourself in the mirror for a few moments. Just feel into your body, so into your bones, into your muscles, into the space between. So think of putting your awareness in your body, putting your awareness in your spine, in your hips, in your shoulders. So just getting more and more curious. And then I'm going to say just somewhere in your next about 4 or 5 breaths, transition into your downward facing dog. So no hurry. You can get there in your own time. You can get there in your own way. Good job, you guys. And then once you're back in your down dog, take a moment to move around a little bit. So this first down dog, you don't have to focus all of your focus on your alignment. You don't have to put all your focus on your alignment. So feel free to just get really creative. If you want to round your spine, lift to your tiptoes. If you want to bend one knee a lot and then the other. So lots of ways to explore. You can stretch one leg up. You can come forward to plank. So even imagine you're doing a little dance on your yoga mat from the position of down dog. Big, spacious inhales, long, strong exhales, all the way to empty. So really use your breath to support you and use your breath to create more space inside. Take one more inhalation into your down dog, everybody. And then exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, step, tiptoe, or light hop, forward fold. So once you've arrived, top of your mat, forward fold, bring your feet hips width distance apart, or maybe even a little bit wider. Make sure all 10 toes face forward. Inhale to a halfway lift, spinal extension, and then pause here. Bring your left fingertips to the ground underneath your chest. You can use a block or a book or a water bottle if you like, and then right arm to the sky. Bend your left knee a lot. All right, and then think of rooting down through the inner edge of your right foot. And imagine you're trying to pull your right hip back towards the back of your yoga mat. Twist from your center. Breathe down into your belly. Ring out. Take one more round. End of your exhalation. Slowly unwind and switch to the other side. So right hand on the ground or a book, water bottle, block. Left arm reaches up. Right knee bends a lot. So as your right knee bends, your left leg stretches. Root down through the inner edge of your left foot. Pull your left hip back. Lengthen your spine and then twist from your center. Use your breath. See if you can go just a little deeper. Take one more round. End of that exhalation. Let it go. Unwind. Ragdoll pose. So grab opposite elbows. If you want to bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers at the base of your skull, you're welcome to take that variation as well. Notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. And if you are rocking back into your heels, if you are locking out your knees, bring your weight forward, so more into your toes and the balls of your feet. Little or big bend in your knees, and just really think of lifting your butt up towards the sky. Imagine you've got a rope attached to your belly button that's pulling up, so find your center even here in your forward fold. Take one more round. Next inhalation, halfway lift, spinal extension, so lengthen, get all the rounding out of your back. Exhale, let it go. Do that once more. Inhale, halfway lift. Crown of your head reaches forward, tops of thighs press back, broaden your sit bones. Exhale, fold. Now root through your feet. You choose roll or reverse swan dive all the way to stand. As you inhale, take your arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, let's flow, you guys. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, little baby back bend. Cactus your arms, open your heart. Keep your low abdominals toned. Inhale, arms re-extend, spine realigns. Exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive all the way down to your forward fold. With your inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, let it go. Plant your hands, step back to plank pose. Now pause here for just a moment and see if you can rock just ever so slightly forward and back. So really press down through your hands, through your fingertips, draw your belly button in and up, and just transfer your weight forward, transfer your weight back. Next time you inhale, rock forward. So you should be on your tippy toes or knees come down to modify. Exhale, lower halfway. Belly strong, arms strong. Inhale, press back up, high plank. Do that one more time. Exhale, little rock forward, lower halfway. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Squeeze shoulder blades toward your spine. Inhale, press up. And then exhale as slow as you can go all the way to your belly. Inhale, Spider-Man Cobra. So hands out wide, up on your fingertips. Lift your chest. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the right. Lift your left shoulder down. Inhale, back to center. Lift your heart, tone your belly. Exhale, twist to the left. Dip your right shoulder down. Inhale, back to center. Take your hands out just a little bit wider, just about an inch further. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale through center. And exhale to your left. Inhale, back to center. And with your exhale, release, let it go. Plant your hands next to your ribs, press up to a tabletop position, so hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, spread your fingers nice and wide, and then knees under hips. Draw your belly button in and up, so rather than just letting your belly drop and getting a big curve in your back, think of drawing your belly button up, breathe down into your low back. Press the ground away with your hands, so your arms and your shoulders fire. Next time you breathe in, right arm forward, left leg back. So take a moment, actively reach through your fingers, press with your back foot. Notice if your belly dropped, draw navel to spine. So think of a strong straight line rather than a smiley face shape. Take one more big inhale, lots and lots of length. Exhale, elbow to knee. So curl in, round, follow out. Inhale, re-extend like you're moving in slow motion. Exhale, listen, right arm goes right, left leg goes left, zigzag. You can bend your elbow or you need to modify. Take a full round of breath. See if you can reach even further. Inhale, forward and back, lengthen out. Good job, you guys. Exhale, elbow to knee one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, set your right hand down, pivot on your right knee. So your right foot comes to the outside of your mat like a little kickstand. Modified side plank. So take your left arm to the sky. So you can stay right here, or might feel really good to take your left arm forward and lengthen your left side. Stay right here, or final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot, and then kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, rotate your heart to look up. So let your shoulders open. Squeeze through your outer right butt cheek, press your hips gently forward. One last round, your fullest expression. Very end of your exhalation, slowly release. Come back to hands and knees. And then lower down to your forearms, setting up for a dolphin pose. So forearms parallel, elbows shoulder width distance apart. If you want a modification, it'll be a little bit less intense if you interlace your fingers, so feel free. All right, otherwise palms down and press down firmly through your thumbs and your index fingers. Relax your neck, everybody. As you are ready, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. Dolphin pose. So rather than letting your elbows drift apart, think of squeezing them towards each other, squeezing in with your upper arms. Press down firmly through your forearms, so your head should not be touching the ground. Maybe walk your toes in just a little bit closer. Lift your sit bones, your butt cheeks just a little bit higher. Stay where you're at, or right leg to the sky. If you want to play with some hops, you're welcome to. Everybody, about 3 deep breaths. Press up with your right foot, press down through your forearms, hug in with your upper arms. Soften your face. Exhale out your mouth anytime. Give me just one last big, huge breath. End of your exhale, right foot comes down, knees to the ground. Sit back and rest. So child's pose, embryo, puppy, heroes. Take a moment, just reconnecting, recalibrating, slowing down your breath. Make it big, spacious, slow, steady. You want to take a couple exhales out your mouth. Might feel really nice, just a release of tension, stuckness. And then as you are ready, just in your next few breaths, let's find our way back to downward facing dog. You can get there however you want to. If you want to move through a vinyasa, you are welcome to. So once you're back in your down dog, this time do fill into your alignment. So spread your fingers wide, hands at least shoulder width distance apart. Keep your shoulders nice and broad. So think of rotating them out away from your ears, and then find that invisible rope. Feel it pulling up on your belly button. Next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. Keep your hips square, inner thighs face each other. So press down through both hands and then press up with your right foot. See if you can get your right leg straight, strong, powerful. Take one more inhale. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, or aim higher, maybe even add a little push-up, bend your elbows. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Last one, exhale, knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly, stay here, take a big, huge inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, set your right foot at the top of your mat, low lunge. All right, you guys, for just about 3 to 5 breaths, move and explore through your legs however you want to. So you can bend and straighten, you can open your front hip, you can take a horizon lunge, reach back. So lots of options. Just feel into your body for a moment. And then slowly, let's find our way, everybody, into a low lunge position. So front knee over front ankle. Unless you're modifying, back knee is lifted, high on the ball of your back foot. Keep your left hand down, either on the ground or a block, water bottle, book, whatever you've got. Right arm to the sky. So twisted lunge, revolved lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs. Keep your back leg and even your back foot really strong and powerful. Imagine you want to pull your right hip towards the back of your mat, but at the same time, your right knee and shin hug towards your left armpit. So you really feel that twist coming from your center. Use your exhales to twist, twist, twist. Take 2 more. Push your left hand down, reach your right arm higher. End of your next exhalation, unwind. Bring both of your hands inside your right foot and then walk your hands all the way over to the left side of your yoga mat. So you're in a wide-legged forward fold. So both legs straight, parallel your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. So root down through your feet, lengthen your spine. See if you can stay here. Reach your arms out to the right and left, palms face the ground. So you have to have strong legs, strong core, and then hug your upper back muscles towards your spine. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. Take one more great big inhale. Exhale, release, let it go. Now listen, root into your feet, reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior two. So pivot your right toes to face forward, and then right arm forward, left arm back. Take a moment to settle in, front knee is bent. So wrap your right butt cheek underneath you. Track your front knee toward your pinky toe so it's not collapsing inward. Tone your low abdominals. Soften your shoulders. Soften your face. Gaze over your right fingertips. Good job. Next time you breathe in, let's reverse our warrior. So front palm rotates up. Reach up, reach back, lengthen through your right side. Bend a little more deeply into your front knee. If there's a variation you want to take, you're welcome to. Remember, this is a side body stretch, not a back bend. So keep your low belly strong, keep your hips open towards the left, and then breathe down your right side. Last great, big, huge breath. Inhale, back to warrior two. Straighten out your front leg. Walk your back foot in, maybe just an inch or so. So shortening your stance just a little tiny bit. We're setting up for a triangle pose. Next time you breathe in, reach your right arm forward, but at the same time, pull your hips back, like you're being pulled in two opposite directions. Then tip it over, right arm towards the ground, left arm towards the sky. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. So stay open through your hips, open through your heart, open through your shoulders. Keep your belly toned, but imagine you want to rotate your heart to look up at the sky. You can stay where you are at, or option to reach your left arm forward, bicep next to your ear. If you feel like you can hold the integrity, the structure of the posture, option to reach your right arm forward as well, like you're holding a block in between your hands. It's super hard. Take one more great, big, huge breath wherever you're at. Good job. Everybody inhale, warrior two stance. So bend your front knee. Bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. See if you can maybe reach your hands back away from your body and then knuckles towards the ground, heart towards the sky. Big, huge inhale. Exhale. Humble warrior or ostrich pose. So you choose, go towards your front foot or go towards the center of your yoga mat with your head. So wherever you feel like you're getting the most benefit, you can kind of move around if you want to. Be there. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath you. Track your right knee open towards your pinky toe. Bend into your front knee. Now, can you reach your knuckles higher towards the sky? Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp, fingertips to the ground. Pivot to the ball of your back foot so you're in a low lunge position. Step your right foot to the back of your mat so you're in a plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale to slowly lower down. Back bend of your choice. Stay there for 2 or 3 breaths. Stretch through your front body. And then as you are ready, release from your back bend, press up to hands and knees, and for just a moment, press back into a child's pose. So take your time here to just recalibrate, reconnect again. Come back to the here and now. Slow your breath down, smooth it out. Rise up to your hands and your knees, tabletop position. So spread your fingers wide. Push down with your hands, draw up through your belly. Back of your neck is long, so gaze is down. Take your left arm forward and your right leg back this time, spinal balance. So actively reach with your fingers. It's like you're going to shake somebody's hand. Your thumb is up, your palm is in. Press back with your right foot. Get your right leg so straight that you can feel the front of your right thigh engage. So again, not a smiley face shape, strong straight line. Take one more big inhale and reach as far as you can. Exhale, elbow to knee. So curl in, hollow out. See if you can round through your mid back as well. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, zigzag. So left arm goes left, right leg goes right. Bend your elbow or knee to modify. Full breath here. Hold. Lift higher. Inhale, forward and back. Lengthen it out. Exhale one more time. Elbow to knee. Empty out. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, just your left hand comes down. Pivot on your left knee. Modified side plank, so right arm reaches up. Rather than your butt sticking out behind you, see if you can squeeze your outer left butt cheek and press your hips forward. Stay here if you want, or right arm reaches towards the top edge, past the top edge of your mat, so really lengthen your right side. Stay here, or final option, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can look up and let your heart follow. Breathe down into your belly. Feel your back muscles hug around your spine, supporting your spine. One last huge breath wherever you are. End of your exhale. Nice and slowly, mindfully release. Come back to your hands and your knees, and then come down to your forearms. We've got one more dolphin pose. So grab opposite elbows if that helps you set up. Forearms parallel, either palms face down, fingers spread wide, or interlace as a modification. Hug in with your upper arm. So like you've got a strap around your upper arms that cinches in. Relax your neck. Tuck your toes and lift your hips. Dolphin pose. So don't let your elbows drift apart. I know it's so much easier. It's so tempting. See if you can hold strong. So keep hugging in with your elbows. Keep pressing down through your forearms, through your thumbs and your index fingers. Lift up from your belly button. See if you can walk your toes in just a little bit closer. Stay here or left leg to the sky. Press up with your left foot. Press down through your forearms. Breathe. Take two more huge breaths. Relax your neck, soften your face. So even with all the strength, can you find just a little bit of softness, of sweetness? One last inhale. Maybe exhale out your mouth. Knees to the ground. Your choice, child, embryo, puppy, heroes. Slow down your breath. Feel the energy inside your body. So feel from the inside. Your next breath or two, downward facing dog. All right, my friends, so strong through your arms, strong through your belly, lift your sit bones up. So in your down dog, even though we've been in this pose probably hundreds or even thousands of times, can you still approach it as if it's the first time you've been here? That much awareness. Next time you inhale, left leg to the sky. So press up with your left foot, press down through your hands. Keep your inner thighs facing each other. And if you felt your right leg get a little bit lazy, so it's kind of like your right hip moved out to the right, Hug in with your right inner thigh. You should be on the ball of your back foot most likely. And then left leg reaches even higher. Lift from your belly button. One more in breath. Exhale, left knee to your right elbow. Draw belly button in and up. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left to left. Get as high as you can on your arm. Add the push-up if you want to. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. Stay here. Take a huge inhalation and push the ground away. Exhale softly. Step your left foot forward. Take about 4 or 5 breaths. Just move your legs. Explore. It can be what you did on the other side, or maybe you have no idea what you did on the other side. So do whatever feels good. All right, and then let's find our way into our strong low lunge position. Front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot. Right hand on the ground or your prop. Left arm to the sky, revolve lunge. So twist from your center. Legs strong. Especially focus on your back ankle and your back foot. Try to keep them really strong as well. So your entire body is engaged in the posture. You're incorporating every little part of you. And then think of just softening around the pose. Keeping the strength, keeping the structure, keeping the integrity, but softening around it. Take about 2 more breaths. Use your exhales to work your twist. End of your next exhale, unwind. Bring both your hands inside your left foot, then walk both of your hands all the way over to the right side of your mat. So wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel. Legs are straight. Next, inhale, halfway lift. Pause here. Root down through your feet firmly. See if you can reach your arms out to both sides. Palms face the ground. If you want even more, see if you can reach your arms straight forward like warrior 3 arms. Make sure your spine doesn't round. Draw your belly button in and up. Take one more big inhale. Reach and lengthen. Exhale, let it go. Now listen, root through your feet. Reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms to the sky, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. So left toes pivot forward. Bend your front knee. And then reach forward and back. Take a moment to settle in. You can look down at your feet. Make sure your front heel either intersects your back arch or lines up with your back toes. Wrap your left butt cheek underneath as much as you can. So I think that's the biggest misalignment, the most common misalignment is people just letting their butt stick out and their left knee falls in. So you want to get your left knee to trek open so you feel that nice stretch in your inner thigh and your groin. Next time you breathe in, reverse your warrior. Rotate your front palm up, reach up, reach back. Don't forget about the bend in your front knee. Don't forget about wrapping your left butt cheek. Press into both edges, the inner and outer edge of your back foot, back leg strong. Imagine your femur bone, that big long bone in your thigh. The muscle should be hugging around it, so feel that. Take 2 more rounds, your expression. Nice job, you guys. Inhale, back up to your warrior 2. Shorten your stance just a little tiny bit, just an inch or so. And then reach forward. And at the same time, pull your hips back. So it's like somebody's got a string attached to your outer right hip. They're pulling back, left arm forward, and then tip it over. Left hand towards the ground, right arm towards the sky. Everything stays open, and your left butt cheek is still wrapping underneath you. Stay here, or option to reach your right arm forward, lengthen your right side. If you can hold the strength of this posture, the integrity, option to take your left arm forward Imagine you got an invisible yoga block in between your palms. 2 more breaths. Next inhalation, back up to warrior 2. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down, shoulder blades hug your spine. If you can, reach your hands back. If you can, reach your knuckles down, lift your heart, big inhale. Exhale, your choice, ostrich pose or humble warrior. So for ostrich, your head comes down towards the center of your mat. For humble warrior, your head is more towards your front foot, and you might even rotate your back toes forward a little bit. So you can play around with it. Let your torso go to one side, then the other. You might be so uncomfortable and you're just like, this is where I'm staying. This is all, and this is fine. So just be where you're at. Find your edge. Breathe there. Maybe that's just me projecting. All right, my friends, take one more inhale. See if you can lift your knuckles higher. Bend your front knee more. Exhale, hands to your low back. Release your clasp, fingertips to the ground. So crawl your hands forward so you're in a low lunge position. And then step your front foot back. So you are in a plank position. Inhale here, push the earth away. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, back bend of your choice. And I'd say give it 2 or 3 breaths. You can look over one shoulder and the other shoulder. Move, explore in any way. And then child's pose. Sit back and rest. So this will be our transition into the restore portion of class. If you would like to, I always like to give you just a little bit of time. If you would like to adjust your lighting, maybe turn the lights down, light some Palo Santo wood or some sage or a candle or anything that kind of helps you feel like you're in a space, a sacred space where you can relax, where you can just be comfortable and held. So take a moment to make any changes to your surroundings that you would like to. If you want to grab a blanket or put on a sweatshirt or anything like that, feel free. And then we will all meet back in our child's pose. So after you've kind of made some adjustments, if you wanted to, just back into child's pose, resting, breathing. Taking just a moment to kind of slow everything down. Think of energetically softening your body. So the restore practice. For me, it used to be really, really difficult. I did not like it. I felt like it was a waste of my time. I would go up in my head and think about what I had to do. That was just more the type of person I was. I was thinking I always had to be busy to have value. I always had to be doing something to have value. And now I feel the exact opposite about restore. I think it is the most valuable thing you can do with your time is to slow down and just sit with yourself. So as much as you can, even if you are the type of person that likes to be doing something all the time or feels like you should be working out or burning calories or doing hard yoga, this is a gift for you. So think of it as just that. You get to relax, you get to let go, you get to slow down and just feel. And if you can do that, I think perhaps you will find this practice one of the most valuable to you. So for whatever you need today, let it be just that. From your child's pose, rise up to your hands and your knees. And then slowly just start to circle your hips around in great big circles. So like there's an invisible clock underneath your body. And you're trying to reach your hips around and touch every single number on that clock. And then reverse your circles, take a few in the opposite direction. Good job, you guys. And then slowly find your way to a neutral spine. So just your regular tabletop. Bring your knees out a little bit wider than your hips. Take your right arm out to the right and reach it all the way up to the ceiling. Big inhale. Exhale, thread your right arm through. So reach as far as you can, then come down to rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Any variation of this posture you would like to take is more than welcome. So explore in your own way. Be with your body, be with your breath. Allow yourself to slow down, soften around the pose. Feel your upper back, mid back, and low back expand each time you inhale. And then exhale all the way to emptiness. Take about 3 more rounds. If you do happen to have your left hand or your left knee even lifted, go ahead and bring them back down. Next time you breathe in, unthread your right arm and reach it all the way up to the sky. Hold here and take an extra breath. If it would feel good to you, you might even circle your right arm through space a couple times. And then eventually, right hand to the ground, downward facing dog. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky, just gently. If it would feel good, open up your hip, maybe circle out your ankle, bend your knee. So anything that calls to you for just a moment. And then with your next exhalation, pigeon pose. So bring your right shin to the top of your mat. Set your body down. Bring your right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat. So you don't want it in the center of your mat. You want it out to the right. Pull right hip back, left hip forward. So we want to plug our femur bones into the socket. So we're not just sinking into our joints. Once you've got that, what we call the integrity of the pose, then slowly start your bow forward. And since this is a restore practice, if you have any props at home that you want to use, feel free. So if you want to support yourself with a block under your right hip, link it under your right hip, or anything else, maybe a block under your forehead. And then just slow, deep breaths. Anytime you want to, exhale out your mouth like a big cleansing sigh. Take about 5 more deep breaths. Last couple rounds. Oh. Slowly lift your upper body. And then take it back to a 3-legged dog. So plant your hands, tuck your back toes, take your right leg back and up. Give it a nice, gentle shake out. And then right foot to the ground, walk it out, pedal out your heels. End of your next exhalation, gently set your knees on the ground and crawl your hands forward, lower down to your belly. So just kind of slithering your way down. All right, we're going to take shoulder pigeon. So if you want to, you can scoot over to the left side of your mat just a little bit and then turn your head to the left. Right arm reaches straight out to the right. Roll onto your right side body. So I leg my right leg straight with my left knee bent, and then sole of my left foot comes down behind me. If you are taking care of your low back, you might prefer fetal position with your legs. Sometimes I like to bring my left foot out in front and kind of use it as leverage to take me deeper into the pose. So you can explore different variations. If there's a variation you like that I didn't mention, you're welcome to go there. So your right palm should be facing the ground. Spread your fingers and press down through your fingertips. If you do want to bring this posture more into your chest, so more pectoral, flesh, shoulders, well, it will still be a lot of shoulders. You can cactus your right arm. And we'll take about 5 more deep breaths here. So make sure your neck is relaxed, your head is heavy. And if you can't relax your neck and rest your head down, then use a pillow or use a block underneath the side of your head. Breathe down into your belly, last couple rounds. Slowly roll back onto your belly. So just nice and easy. Turn your head to the right and bring both of your arms down by your sides, palms face up. Then think of just shimmying your hips back and forth, moving your butt back and forth. So just a little wiggle side to side. Breathe down into your low back. Good. Just gentle rock side to side. Soften the muscles in your butt, in your low back, even in your belly. All right, and then let that go so you can just find stillness. Bring your hands to frame your mid-ribs. Press into hands and knees, tabletop position. All right, take a moment to adjust. Bring your knees out a little bit wider than your hips. Thread the needle. So left arm out to the left, all the way up, reach. And then exhale, thread your left arm through. Reach as far as you can. Come down to rest gently against the side of your head, outside of your shoulder, and anywhere you want to take this pose on this side. Big breaths. Upper back, mid back, and low back expand every single inhale. Every exhale, all the way to emptiness. Last couple of rounds. If you happen to have your right hand or right knee lifted, bring them both back to the earth. With your next inhalation, unthread your left arm, reach it all the way up. Take an extra breath, reaching further. If you want to, you can even circle your left arm a couple times. And then eventually left hand to the ground, downward facing dog. So take a moment, walk it out, notice what's going on. Maybe you feel a little bit lopsided right now. That's okay, we're getting there, but just feel into that, notice that. Next inhale, left leg to the sky. So think of just softly taking your left leg up, not like you would in a power class. Think of a restore three-legged dog. And then if you want to, open your hip, circle your ankle, any exploration that feels good. As you're ready, pigeon pose. So left shin to the top of your mat, set your body down ever so gently. Left knee is towards the outer left edge of your mat. Pull left hip back, right hip forward. So even in your restore pigeon, plug your femur bones into the sockets. We don't want to just sink into our joints, even when we're relaxing. So keep just gently pulling your left hip back. And then settle in your expression. Use your props in any way you want to. And maybe a block or a blanket underneath your left butt cheek. Maybe something underneath your forehead. Anything that works for you. Breathe. Take about 4 or 5 more breaths. Last couple exhales, perhaps sigh. sigh out your mouth, soften even more around the pose. So rather than tightening around the pose, you're softening around it, you're giving into it. Slowly, and I'll kind of leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty much even on both sides, lift your upper body, find your transition back to your three-legged dog. So plant your hands, tuck your back toes, left leg up and back, gently shake it out. And then walk it out in your down dog. One more deep breath into your dog pose. And then gently set your knees down. Crawl your hands forward and just think of slowly lowering like a wave onto the ground. And then we're going into shoulder pigeon on our left side. So you might scoot your body over to the right side of your mat, turn your head to the right. Left arm reaches straight out to the left, palm faces down. And then your variation, so I'm rolling up onto my left hip and keeping my left leg long, right foot comes down behind me. Because everybody should roll onto their left hip, so that's the pose. But then the leg variation of your choice. Sometimes I even like to take my top arm up and back, like I'm trying to get the backs of my hands to touch. You could also wrap your arm around your low back. Make sure you can relax your neck and rest your head. Breathe. Take about 2 or 3 more breaths. Ease your way back onto your belly. And then turn your head to the opposite side, so to the left. Bring both arms down by your sides. Palms face up. You can either shimmy your hips, or this time if you want to, windshield wiper your shins. Breathe down into your low back. All right, and then find stillness, just laying on your belly. Bring your hands to frame your mid ribs. Press up to hands and knees. And then just sit back into either a hero's pose, kneeling position, or please feel free to make yourself as comfortable as you'd like to in your seat. So if you want to sit up on top of something, you want to sit cross-legged or an easy pose, that's perfectly fine. So I don't want your seat to feel strenuous. If you even wanted to sit on a chair, that's fine with me. We're going to do some neck stuff now. So sit up nice and tall. Start by just rolling your shoulders up, back, and down a few times. And then notice if when you do this, you tense up through your neck. So focus on the movement just coming from your shoulders, staying soft through your face, and just long through your neck. And then reverse your circles. And we're going to go one more time in each direction, but this time I want you to incorporate your arms. So as you inhale, lift your elbows up, like you're gonna do that one dance like this. Lift your elbows up and then roll them back. Think of squeezing them towards each other behind you and let your arms relax down by your side. So do that a few times. Really think of squeezing your shoulder blades as you reach your arms back. Keep breathing. Reverse your circle. So just think of it as a really exaggerated shoulder roll. Neck soft, face soft. If you feel really funny, really awkward, then you're probably doing it right. Good job. All right. Go ahead and just relax your arms down by your sides. You can kind of shake it out if you want to. And at any time, if you feel like you need to readjust your seat, feel free. So arms down by your sides, exhale in your breath. Bring your right ear down towards your right shoulder. So just let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. And then start to reach your left hand out to the left and slightly up. So like you're trying to reach away from your body. Breathe down the left side of your neck. So from your left ear all the way down even into your arm, into your wrist, into your fingertips. And as you let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder, make sure you're not shrugging your shoulder up towards your ear, so keep your shoulder relaxed. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, bring your right arm behind your back and think of reaching towards the right side of your low back. Or excuse me, bring your left arm behind your back. Sorry, I'm mirroring you guys. And then bring your left hand towards the right side of your low back. You can stay here or take your right hand up right above your left ear. This is not a pull or a tug, it's just a gentle coax. So think of just putting the most gentle leverage on the top of your head. Like you have, I wanted to say like you have a beanie baby on top of your head. I was gonna say a sandbag, but you don't want quite that heavy. So a little beanie baby. Beanie babies are my jam, guys, if you didn't know. Think about 3 more rounds wherever you are at. Soften your face. Unclench your jaw. Good. Now listen here, release your left arm and then slide your right hand over the crown of your head. If you want, you can give yourself like a little head massage, scalp massage. Use your right hand to press your head back up so it's centered, stacks on top of your spine. Arms down by your sides. Slowly turn your head from one side to the other, so gazing over one shoulder and then the other. Open your eyes to a soft gaze and think of, as you turn your head to one side, think of turning further by using your eyeballs. So a little bit of eyeball yoga. So gazing down, and then as you turn, gaze way back, like you're trying to see behind you. Slowly. Keep your spine long, shoulders soft, back of your neck long. Finish the round you're on and come back to center. I'm going to readjust my seat. If you would like to, feel free. So if you did have a cross-legged position with one ankle in front, then switch it up so the opposite ankle is in front. All right, arms by your sides. Exhale. Let your left ear now fall towards your left shoulder. Begin to reach your right hand up and out to the right. Reach through your fingertips. As your left ear falls towards your left shoulder, keep your left shoulder relaxed. Don't shrug it up towards your ear. Breathe into that length from your right ear down to your right fingertips. Keep your face very soft, soften even through the inside of your mouth. Relax through your tongue. Take one more inhale. And then exhale. Bring your right arm behind you. Fingertips reach towards the left side of your low back. Sorry, I confused that so much last time, so hopefully you got it. And then you can stay here, or left hand comes up, grabs, hold, or I shouldn't even say grabs, just rests right above your right ear. And then you can apply just the gentlest assist. Think of the space in between your right ear and your right shoulder. Lengthen it with each breath. Soften it with each exhale. Inhale lengthens, exhale softens. Now 3 more rounds. Steady, slow, spacious breath. End of your next exhale, release your right arm. So just let it come down by your side. And then slide your left fingertips across the crown of your head, maybe a little scalp massage. Use your left hand to press your head back up. Slowly. Relax both of your arms by your sides. Start with those back and forth turns of the head. So gazing to one side and the other. This time you can either close your eyes or open them. Stretch your eyeballs. Look back as far as you can. You can keep going side to side, or if you want to turn this into a bigger, a little more dynamic movement, and you can start to circle your head around. Just be very aware as you go back, not to just drop your head back. And if you are circling, take a couple in the opposite direction. And then bring it back to center. Good job, you guys. Take one last big inhale into your seats. Think of breathing down the length of your spine, lengthening your neck with that inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. All right, let's ease our way down onto our backs. And if you want to grab any extra clothing, if you have not already, feel free. So moving towards our Shavasana. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in and just gently rock from side to side. Let your knees fall to the right side, supine spinal twist. Left arm extends out to the left. Chest and heart are open towards the sky. Breathe. Just a couple more rounds on this side. And ease ease your way back up through center. Give your knees a big squeeze, or if you'd rather, you can just gently rock from side to side. So neutralize your pelvis and your spine. And then let your knees fall to the left for your supine spinal twist on this side. So you may or may not want to rearrange your hips a little bit. I like to scoot mine towards the right side of my mat and then let my knees fall to the left. Gaze up or over your right shoulder and breathe down into your belly. Good job, you guys. Couple more rounds on this side. And then when you feel pretty much even, come back to center. Find a happy baby pose to finish off your practice. And then take a few breaths in happy baby, as many as you'd like. If there's any finishing poses that you want to move into before moving towards Shavasana, then you can take a few breaths to do so. And as you settle in, I have a reading for you. It's called Perfectly Unfinished by Jeff Foster. Perhaps your imperfections are not really imperfections and not yours at all. Perhaps they are the last remnants of a greater perfection, misunderstood by mind and forgotten long ago. Come out of the story of poor me and discover the riches in the smallest of things. A single breath, a glance from a friend, an autumn breeze. Celebrate the unwanted, the unloved stranger, the perfect mistake. Collapse into wonderful unknowing. Be perfectly unfinished at last. And we have the treat of having Zoe here. She's going to sing for us. She's the best. So if you do have music on, you can go ahead and mute it so you can listen to Zozo.
You got the best of both worlds. You're the kind of girl who can take down a man and lift him back up again. You are strong, but you're needy, humble, but you're greedy. And based on your body language and shouted cursive, I've been reading. Your style is quite selective, though your mind is rather reckless. But I guess it just suggests that this is just what happiness is. Yes, and what a beautiful mess this is. It's like picking up trash in dresses. Well, it kind of hurts when the kind of words I write kind of turn themselves into knives. And don't mind my nerve, you could call it fiction, but I like being submerged promises. Well, it kind of hurts when the kind of words you say kind of turn themselves into blades, and the kind and courteous is a life I've heard. But it's nice to say that we played in the dirt, 'cause here we are, here we are, here we are, here we are. Here we are, here we are, here we are, we're still here. And what a beautiful mess this is. It's like taking a guess when the only answer is yes. And through timeless words and priceless pictures, we'll fly like birds, not of this earth. And times they turn and hearts disfigured, but that's no concern when we're wounded together and we tore our dresses and stained our shirts. But it's nice today. Oh, the way it was so worth it.
Take a deep breath in and let it go. And slowly move through fingers and toes. Bring movement back into your body. Eventually roll onto either side, fetal position. Take a couple breaths, just resting with your side body against the ground, breathing into your back body, softening even more with each exhale. And then using your arm strength, ease your way up into a seat. Eyes closed. Sit up nice and tall. Exhale in your breath. And one last time, sweep your arms out, around, and up. Just gather in all the energy from our practice here tonight. Bring it all into your heart, hands to heart. Thank you guys so much for being here, letting me guide you. Thank you, Zoe, so much for playing, singing, sharing your talents with us. I love you all. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks. Peace out, Prestone.
Yo, thanks, Zoe. That was awesome. See ya.
Thanks, guys. I love you all.
Zoe,
bye.
you're a treat from heaven above.
Yes.
Anytime I can, I will sing for you guys.
We love it. Most special treat.
That was perfect.
He looks all chilled out. Keisha, I can't even see her. She's so chilled out. Okay,
I had to turn my
friend.
light on. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Love ya. Bye, Peanut. Peanut. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the next stuff.
Oh yeah, you got it. Hope it helps.
Real good.
Good. Glad. Okay, love you.
See ya.
Bye, guys.